So it's come to my attention that some people are calling this the lost spring and that people have lost jobs and lost chances, lost internships and all that. I don't feel like that. Like maybe I've laid you guys different. I don't feel like that. I want to be clear about it. To me, COVID-19 was somewhat of a wet run, and I've said it before, and I know that sounds horrible because people have died during this whole process, but it's made me go back to basics, which I did right before the lockdowns really took place. Um, I finally got a mask. I should have had this a long time ago. It's all right. Um, I've said it before that this thing could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot more transmissible, which it may be, but I don't think it's as transmissible as they think. This could have been, it could have been worse. And I've talked about that too. What I mean by that is, I don't think this was deliberate. A lot of the tests, drills that have been done have been about either some sort of a influenza type flu, like the original 1918, or it's been terrorist attack. Like everything I've read has pretty much been one or the other. You can take lessons for either one of them for COVID-19, but COVID-19 is not a terrorist weapon. I don't believe so. Which I mean like smallpox. Black Winter was actually a test of a terrorist attack. There have been others that have been tests of actual terrorist attacks. Terrorist attack meaning if some people out here said, all right, we're going to spread this thing. We're going to use vectors. We're going to use mathematics. We're going to spend time planning this out. The best way to spread this, the book Rainbow Six. The people in that book were going to put it in the sprayers during the Olympics. That's the example of how it could got real bad. Or Super Bowl or NBA, whatever you call it, those type of things. Where you have millions of people in and around a small area. That could have been bad. This was not that. What bothers me is the inefficiency and the failure of the federal government, specifically Donald Trump and his administration, in dealing with this in a capable fashion. I think at this point, the U.S. government has pretty much showed incompetence with the COVID-19 crisis. And the fact that Trump is always denying it and playing little word games and tricking things up, saying one thing one day, saying nothing the other, it kind of proves my point there. You're dealing with an incompetent administration in every way. In every way. Period. So, for me, I don't see it like that. I guess it's because I'm an introvert anyway, and I don't really have a lot of people. In some way, it's kind of shown me people's true nature in my family. That's a good thing. It's brought home for me that I was right. I think the people who feel like that are people who don't follow politics. Like the people who are saying this, and I'm not talking who have had folks die. I don't care who you are. If you've had folks die, you've been sick, you died. You've been sick. People you know have gotten sick. People you know have died. I feel I feel bad for you. Prayers go out to you. But the people who, and I think it's a lot of people out here, who are more angry about the fact the NBA canceled some games than the fact you have a worldwide pandemic. For those people I just mentioned, they're never going to get it. Coronavirus was a wake-up call that life is not a big fucking game. And for those people, they don't get that. So I don't, I have nothing for those people. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I feel for them or feel bad, because I don't at all. We're living in a collapsing capitalistic, uh, collapsing state, banana republic, you could say. And it was collapsing before Trump. I just think that with Trump, people could ignore it. I think with coronavirus, you really can't. You can ignore it at your own peril. You can ignore what's going on outside your front. You can walk around with no mask. You can do that if you want to, but it's just we're watching the infrastructures collapse. Police getting sick. Rich folks getting sick. It's amazing to me how far Trump supporters will go to defend him. Even to the point of saying, well, these cops that are dying had pre-existing conditions. Defending the guy, the police chief that said that Deputy Shannon should have died because he was gay. I mean, I just never knew conservatives could be this shallow and callous and just downright vicious, even to their own down comrades. Because police, in my opinion, are the bastion, are the strong arm of white supremacy. So for you to sit here and insult white supremacy, for you to sit here and insult your strong arm, your iron fist, seeing that kind of makes me sit back, and because I know if you don't care about cops, I know you don't care about me. I know you don't care about me. And just stop the pretense. So I look at coronavirus different. I guess I live parallel with most people. I don't watch American media. I don't watch American television. I don't really follow a lot of American movies. I live in America, and that's as far as it goes. But yet I know more about America than most people I work and live with. It's just one of those things, It's just one of those things that has really touched me as time has gone on. I don't miss it. I don't miss it. I think America is a country that has lost the plot. It's a country that really has no values or virtues. America's a business. The values and virtues go back into capitalism in some way and making the big boys. It's like the big boys made a moral system to back up their corruption. So we're all struggling so they can get rich. That's to me what America really represents. We die. We work, break our backs, and now we're dying so that some billionaire can make a couple extra dollars. I read about a lady working in a store that caught COVID. They had no gloves, no mask, no nothing. My heart goes out to those people. I don't mean to be callous, but it's just that I guess over the years looking at Bush, now looking at Trump, it's kind of like the part of me feels like the only way we could have gotten this deep into fascism is to have a whole hell of a lot of Americans just haven't been paying attention. Because Trump is like the nasty side of Bush. And I'm thinking, stay on subject. It's not about George Bush. He's not the president. Trump is. I just feel as though, honestly, this country is really ugly. And it's really nasty. And so, I guess I don't have a connection to a lot of people, so this didn't hit me that hard. Like, what hit me is not being able to go back to California. What hit me is possibly the post service collapsing, which means I won't be going back to my old job. So in essence, I won't be fired because I'll be able to still work this path. But that was my bread and butter, was delivering the mail out there to Columbia, I'm going to say Columbia, South Carolina. Like, that was my bread and butter for a long time. And it stopped in March. Man, that was my bread and butter, guys. And the fact that ended, it hates me sometimes. So there won't be any more trips to California. That hit me more, or hits me worse than the sheer loss of life, is the fact that I won't be going back to my old life. We won't be going back to this, and that's fine. I guess it's not fine. It's not fine. This idiot's gonna destroy a lot of stuff. Peace.